Hi, my dear masters. Welcome to VMC Malayalam. ഞാൻ സീമ സുഭാഷ്. VMC എന്നാൽ വെജിറ്റേറിയൻ മെഡിറ്റേഷൻ ചാനൽ. ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ മഹാത്ഭുതമായിട്ടുള്ള അത്ഭുതമായിട്ട് നമ്മൾ കേട്ട് കേൾവി പോലും ഇല്ലാത്ത ഒരുപാട് നോളജിനെ ഷെയർ ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ഒരു കാരണ ജന്മം എടുത്ത ഒരു അത്ഭുതമായിട്ടുള്ളൊരു മാസ്റ്ററിന്റെ ഒപ്പാണുള്ളത്. അവർ എന്തിനാണ് ഈ ജന്മം എടുത്തിട്ടുള്ളത്, എന്താണ് അതിന്റെ രഹസ്യങ്ങൾ, അവരുടെ കയ്യിൽ ആ ക്രിസ്റ്റൽ എന്നുള്ളത് എങ്ങനെ വന്നു, അവർക്ക് ക്രിസ്റ്റൽ പ്രദീപ് എന്നുള്ള പേര് എങ്ങനെ കിട്ടി, അവർ ഏത് ലോകത്തിനെ സംബന്ധിച്ചിട്ടുള്ള ആളാണ്, അവർ എന്തിനു വേണ്ടി ഏതൊരു ഡിസൈനിന്റെ മുകളിലാണ് അവർ ഇത്രയും ഉന്നതമായിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ജന്മം എടുത്തത് എല്ലാത്തിനെയും കുറിച്ച് പറയാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ആ ഒരു ഡിവൈൻ മാസ്റ്റർ നമ്മളുടെ ഒപ്പം ഉണ്ട്. അവർക്ക് നമുക്ക് സ്വാഗതം പറയാം. വെൽക്കം മാസ്റ്റർ, വെൽക്കം പ്രദീപ് ജി, വെൽക്കം ടു VMC മലയാളം. സർ അൺമ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്യൂ സർ.
Okay. Namaste, vanakkam, welcome. Thank you for welcoming me.
നമുക്ക് സാറിനോട് ആദ്യം ചോദിക്കാം. സാറിന്റെ പേര് നമുക്ക് അറിയാം. സാർ എന്താണ്, എവിടെയാണ് ജനിച്ചത്, പിന്നെ സാറിന് എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഈ ఆధ్యాత్మికതയിലേക്ക് ఎങ്ങനെയാണ് వన్నది എന്നൊക്കെ సార్నోട് ചോദിക്കാം. సార్ మీరు ఎలా ఈ ఆధ్యాత్మిక దానిలోకి ఎలా ప్రవేశించారు?
Okay. So, see, I came into spirituality when I was around the age of 25. And by the time I completed my engineering in IT and I did my MS in Australia abroad. So I did my IT in BTech in Chennai and I did my MS in Australia. I got permanent residency. I got everything, whatever I want in life. But there was no satisfaction in life. That's when I started to look for happiness. How can I be happy all the time? Because in spite of having good family, money, name, fame, job, settlement, everything is there in life, but still something is missing. So I was looking for what is that something which can keep me happy all the time. So my primary search in this lifetime was happiness. How to be happy 24/7. So in this journey, meditation came in my way. And because it's a very easy technique, close your eyes, observe the breath, no mantra, no tantra, no guru. So I said, okay, fine, let me experiment. Because I come from a science background, I was an engineer, so I wanted to experiment. So I experimented for half an hour. So that half an hour was very interesting. So then I experimented for 1 hour, 2 hours. Then I felt, wow, there is something in it. So I experimented for almost 3 years. So for 3 years, I was in complete experiment mode. This was in the year 2008. So 2008, 2009, 2010, I was in a total experiment to be in meditation and to see what is life, to see who am I, where did I come from, what is this purpose of life. So I got all my answers in my meditation. It's not like some astral masters have come and told me the answers. No, it's just that I know. It's a knowing from inside. You know, we all know us. We all know who we are. But just like we have forgotten. So the more you do meditation, the more you empty the mind, the more that remembering happens. So I call it like a remembering or a knowing. So this happened to me in these 3 years. So I understood my purpose of life. I understood why am I here, what am I supposed to do. And so based on that, my life shifted. And then from that moment onwards, there is no looking back. It's always going forward with celebration and joy. So this is my journey in short.
Okay. Sir, സാറിന് പത്രിജി എവിടെയെന്നാണ്, എപ്പോഴാണ് പരിചയം, എവിടെ വെച്ചാണ് പരിചയം?
Do you want to translate this part?
Yes sir. పత్రిజీని ఎప్పుడు ఎక్కడ పరిచయం అయింది?
ఇది కాదు, what my answer. Do you want my answers to?
అది చాలా ఈజీ ఇంగ్లీష్ సార్, అందరికీ అర్థమయ్యే ఉంటది.
Okay, that's
నాకు అర్థమైంది సార్, నాకు అర్థమైంది.
Okay. So how did I meet Patriji? How the meeting with Patriji happened? So that's the question. I was looking for eternal happiness. And so what I did was, I came to India. From Australia, I came to India for a short visit, for a 3 months visit. And in that 3 months, I traveled many places and I went to many ashrams. I went to many spiritual centers. I went to Theosophical Society. I went to Theosophical Society headquarters in Adyar, Chennai. And I went to many ashrams, but I couldn't find what I need. So one day I happened to have an interaction with my friend who was sitting next to me in Hyderabad. So he was sitting, closing his eyes and meditating once in a while. So I was asking, "What are you doing?" So he said, "I'm doing meditation." So then I asked, meditation is something you need to go to Himalayas, right? So to do meditation, you need to go to Himalayas and do meditation. He said, no, you can do meditation anywhere. You can do meditation in your house, in your family, in the marketplace. You can do anywhere. And then I asked him, where did you learn this meditation? And who taught you meditation? So that's the first time I heard about Patriji. He said, there is a guru called Patriji. He taught me meditation. In those days, I was not believing in any gurus. So I was not interested further to ask him. But I went home, but that night I felt this guy has some peace in him. He has a lot of calmness, peace inside him. So I wanted to know more about that meditation and technique. So the next day I went and asked him, tell about the meditation, tell about your guru. So he didn't say anything. He just kept a CD in my hand and he said, you watch this CD, you will understand. So that CD is Apo Dipo Bhava. So Apo Dipo Bhava is the last word spoken by Gautam Buddha. Apo Dipo Bhava means you have to light your inner lamp. Only you can light your inner lamp. So this is the statement by Gautam Buddha before he vacated the body. So Patriji was explaining this statement in that video. So that's the first time I saw him on the video. And in that video, he said, close your eyes, observe the breath, you know the truth. So that motivated me to experiment. I said, okay, let me see, because I don't believe in gurus. I don't believe him also. I don't believe Patriji also because he was having a beard. So anybody with a beard, I don't believe him. That is from my childhood. Because I used to think all the spiritual masters are very simple. They don't have any special appearance. So I had this knowing in my being that if a person is enlightened, he will not have any special appearances. He will not feel special. He's all the same. God created everybody same. So when I saw his beard, I didn't believe him. But then I thought maybe I should experiment. So I experimented for a half an hour. I closed my eyes and observed the breath for half an hour, for 30 minutes. So in that 30 minutes, I experienced a lot of joy. So I got my answer. I was looking for how to be happy. So this half an hour, I was so happy doing nothing. So then I realized, oh, there should be something in this. So let me experiment. What is the end of what is there in this meditation? What is the peak of the meditation? What is the ultimate of this meditation? What is the end of the meditation? So that motivated me to do more and more. So when I started doing more and more meditation, all the questions like who am I, where did I come from, what is the purpose of life, what is birth, what is death, what happens after death, these questions were always there inside me from my childhood. So these questions came up very strongly when I started doing meditation. So then I told myself, until I get all the answers of myself, regarding myself, until I know myself, I'm not going to do anything in life. So I quit the job and I was doing 3 years intense meditation. I quit everything and I used to lock myself in a room and I was doing meditation hours and hours and hours. And I practiced. See, by the time I went to Australia, so I got the CD from my, and within 2 days, I went to Australia, back to Melbourne. And I practiced in Melbourne. For 3 months, I practiced in Melbourne. 3 months. Within that 3 months, I became vegetarian. And in that 3 months period, my life was entirely transformed. I'm no more the same person. So it was in the 3rd month, I saw on the internet that Patriji is visiting Australia. So I felt it's an opportunity to visit him, to see if he's real or fake, to see if he's a real guru or a fake guru. At the same time, to say thank you to him, that because of his video, I practiced meditation and my life transformed. So on September 10th, 2008, I visited Patriji, primarily for two reasons. Number one, to check whether he is a real guru or not. And number two, to say thank you that because of his video, I benefited. So that's when I decided to go meet him. After meeting him, my life went into a different dimension. I understood that I can learn a lot from him. So I made him my good friend because I never believed in gurus. Even now, I don't believe in gurus. I always believe we are our own guru. Of course, there are all gurus outside, but we learn from the gurus, but we don't surrender to the guru. You see, that's my philosophy. Like, you know, you go to a maths teacher and you learn mathematics. You have respect, but you don't surrender. Like you go to a physics teacher with a lot of obedience, you learn physics. So you don't surrender to the guru. With respect, you learn. So from that day onwards, I have a lot of respect to Patriji. So with respect, I learn a lot of things from him. But still, my breath is my guru.
ഓക്കെ, പത്രിജി പോലും അതാണല്ലോ പറയുന്നത്, നമ്മളുടെ ഗുരു എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് നമുക്ക് ഫിസിക്കൽ ഫോമിൽ അല്ല ഉള്ളത്, നമ്മളുടെ ശ്വാസമാണ് നമ്മുടെ ഗുരു എന്നാണല്ലോ പത്രിജി പറയുന്നത്. സോ ഓക്കെ, നല്ല ഒരു ആൻസർ ആണ് സാർ, വളരെ നല്ലൊരു ഡെഫിനേഷൻ ആണ് തന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, ഇനി അടുത്തതായിട്ട് നമ്മൾ ചോദിക്കുക, ജൂഡി സെറ്റോറിയുമായിട്ട് സാറിനുള്ള ബന്ധം എങ്ങനെയാണ് അവർ പരിചയമായത്, അവർ ഇത്രയും നല്ലൊരു ഫ്രണ്ട് ആവാനുള്ള ആ ഒരു സിറ്റുവേഷൻ?
Okay, so that was Judy Satori. How did I meet her and how the friendship developed? It was in the year 2012 December. I was in Pyramid Valley. I came to India for a short visit, so I was in Pyramid Valley, and during that time, I read her book Sunshine Before Dawn in Pyramid Valley. So while I was reading that book, there was a lot of realization that whatever she's speaking in that book is true. And I felt strongly that I know her, and I felt very strongly that I have to meet her. So I went to the internet and I Googled Judy Satori, and the link came that she's arriving in India in 2 days' time. So that's when I made a contact. I made an effort to go meet her. I was in Bangalore, but she was arriving in Hyderabad. So that's when I made arrangements to go to Hyderabad to meet her. She came for a conference, some spiritual conference. So I also became part of the conference, like I became a participant so that I can meet her. And so in that conference, I met her the first day I met her. So when I met her, I looked into her eyes and I felt I know her. So she also looked into me and she also felt that we both have a good friendship from the other dimension. So it was a 4 days program. It was a 4 days conference in Hyderabad. So this 4 days I was spending a lot of time with her, and we both were together in that 4 days. And many people thought we were working together. People thought like I'm also along with her from America, came from America. So many people in the conference, even the organizers of the conference, thought I was a very good friend from America. We both came together. So that 4 days was the beginning of our friendship. And after that, she invited me to Sydney for her program in few months' time, because I met her in 2012, December. 2013, she was doing a program in Sydney in the month of June. So she invited me as a guest. So I went to her program as a guest. And in that program, a lot of things revealed about my star connection and which dimension I come from. And all those things got revealed in that conference. It was not in that conference, it was more during that conference. So then our friendship became much more stronger. We know that we have to work together. So that's how we both started working together. And she connects to star beings. I do meditation and I teach spiritual science. So that's how we both started working together.
സർ, അപ്പോ അവിടെ പറഞ്ഞല്ലോ ജൂഡി സെറ്റോറി മേമിലൂടെ ചാനലൈസ്ഡ് ആയിട്ട് സാർ എവിടുന്ന്, അതായത് ഈ ഭൂമിക്ക് സംബന്ധിച്ചിട്ടുള്ള വ്യക്തിയല്ല, വേറെ ഹയർ ഡയമെൻഷൻസിന്റെ ഒരു പ്രതിനിധിയാണെന്ന്. സോ അതിനെ കുറിച്ചിട്ട് ഒരു ക്ലാരിറ്റി നമ്മുടെ VMC പ്രേക്ഷകർക്ക് വേണ്ടി.
You see, that was something very eye-opening for me at that time. that they revealed that I don't belong to this galaxy. I don't belong to this dimension. I come from faraway dimensions, and I came here as a representative. So that resonated with me because right from my childhood, I never felt I belonged to planet Earth.
Okay.
Right from my childhood, I always felt I don't belong here because I don't people. See from my childhood, I say, why do people are like this? Why do people fight with each other? Why do they hate each other? The survival, the politics, the hate, the jealousy. I don't understand these things from my childhood. And I always felt maybe I'm in the wrong place, So I had this feeling from my childhood that this earth is not for me. And I always felt like an alien from my childhood. So when she spoke those words, I felt connected at the time. I felt, yes, it makes sense. It makes sense why I felt that kind from my childhood. But it's also not feeling special, you see. We all come from different dimensions. We all come from different dimensions. It's not like I'm special. No, I'm not special. I'm a normal person. You see, we come from different galaxies. We come from different star systems on a mission. So it's always a two-way. Like I might be my source or my home can be another dimension, but I come to Earth for learning also. And I'm no different from other people. So it's not about feeling special, but it is all about understanding. Yes, you don't belong to this place, but still you came to this place to learn something. At the same time, you have to give something. It's always a two ways, You give something and also you learn something. So then I realized I have come to this planet Earth to share something, what I know, and also to learn something, what I don't. So that gave an understanding to make peace with myself and to make peace with the people around me. And if some people, before I used to get very upset, like I used to get, why people are.
Sir, sound cut out on this, sir. Pradeep ji, voice cut out on the signal leva. Hello. Pradeep ji. Sorry, masters. അവിടെ ചെറിയൊരു ടെക്നിക്കൽ ഇഷ്യൂ ഉണ്ട്, നെറ്റ്വർക്ക് ഇഷ്യൂ ഉണ്ട്. അതാണ് ആരും എല്ലാവരും വെയിറ്റ് ചെയ്യുക. എന്താ വെച്ചാൽ ഇത്രയും വണ്ടർഫുൾ ആയിട്ടുള്ളൊരു മാസ്റ്റർ, അദ്ദേഹം ഈ ഡയമെൻഷനെ സംബന്ധിച്ച അല്ല, നമ്മളുടെ ഈ ഭൂമിക്ക് സംബന്ധിച്ച ആളല്ല. അപ്പൊ അവരുടെ വായിൽ നിന്നും ഓരോ വേർഡും കോഹിനൂർ വജ്രത്തിന് തുല്യമാണ്. ഓക്കെ സർ. യെസ്, അതെ, അവിടെ നെറ്റ്വർക്കിന്റെ ഏതോ ഇഷ്യൂ ഉണ്ട്. അവർ വീണ്ടും വരുമായിരിക്കും. വളരെ ലെഫ്റ്റ് ആയോ? അപ്പൊ വീണ്ടും വരും അവര്. ഓക്കെ. അപ്പൊ എത്ര ഒരു അത്ഭുതം, എത്ര ഈസി ആയിട്ട് അവർ ഓരോ കാര്യങ്ങൾ പറയണത് അല്ലെ. വരും. ചിറ്റൂർ ജില്ല.
ബൈ ബർത്ത് തെലുങ്കാണ അവര്.
യെസ്, വന്നു അവര്. Pradeep ji, no problem. Okay.
I think some connection issues.
Yeah.
So I was going on and on, not knowing there is a connection issue. Okay. But anyway, what I was trying to say was, we are all special people. We are all special. And my understanding was we have come here to share what we have and also to learn. So it's always a two-way process. Before I used to get upset with a lot of people. I used to get upset like why they are like this, why they don't understand, why they are not living like a human. But later on, with this understanding that I come from another dimension and I'm here for a reason. So with this understanding, I can able to make peace with myself and also with peace with a lot of people around me. And if somebody is not up to my expectations, I don't judge them. I say, okay, they're also learning and I'm here to share something. So that understanding came in, and Yeah. So it's not about feeling special. It's more about understanding.
യെസ്, അതെ, സാറിനെ കാണുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ ആ ഒരു ന്യൂട്രലാണ്, എപ്പോഴും ന്യൂട്രലാണ് സാറ്. അത് ആ ഡെപ്ത്, ആ ഒരു ആത്മജ്ഞാനത്തിൻ്റെ, ആ ഒരു ഗതജന്മ സംസ്കാരത്തിൻ്റെ ഒക്കെ ആയിരിക്കും എന്ന് എപ്പോഴും ഇങ്ങനെ തോന്നാറുണ്ട്. ഓക്കെ സർ, അപ്പോൾ പത്രിജി പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട് സാറിൻ്റെ പാസ്റ്റ് ലൈഫിൽ യോഗാനന്ദ പരമഹംസ, അതിനെ കുറിച്ചിട്ട് ഒന്ന് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക്, എന്താ വെച്ചാൽ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ഭയങ്കര അതിശയോക്തിയുണ്ട് അതിനെ കുറിച്ചിട്ട് അറിയാൻ, പ്ലീസ് സർ.
Okay. So all these past lives are basically an illusion. Okay. The reason why I say it's an illusion is this is what my spirit guides told me. Okay, actually it was in the year 2014. My spirit guides, they revealed my past life. Because you see, I don't have any experiences in meditation. I don't have any third eye experiences. I don't have any astral travel experiences. I have very few metaphysical experiences. My experience in meditation is I knew myself. That's all. So there was even to know my past lives. But one day when I was sitting in New Zealand, I was in New Zealand. I was sitting in a public library. So that's when my spirit guides came and they activated that memory while I was in the public library. So just I shifted my consciousness into that consciousness, and my body cells can remember every bit of it. So that thing happened. When that thing happened, I was not believing. I was not believing, even though my body was reacting. It's not my mind. It's not my imagination. My whole body was reacting. So it was quite a physical experience, but I was not believing, because he was a famous personality, right? Yogananda was a famous personality, and to think that I am that maybe is a spiritual ego. So I was not believing it, and so that was the time my spirit guides came. They descended upon, and they shared that your experience is a valid experience, and they have planned it that way. And something beautiful happened that day. So they asked me to leave the library and go home and be in meditation. So I went home and I sat in meditation, and that's when they came and a lot of things. So the first word, the very first opening statement they said is, for us, the lifetime of Yogananda and
Sir, once again repeat, sir, on stuck eye. ఒకసారి స్టక్ అయ్యేది ఒకసారి.
Okay.
Once again repeat.
So the very first statement they spoke, like my spirit guides spoke, the very first statement is, for us, we know you as energy. We know you as only energy. The lifetime of Yogananda and the lifetime of Pradeep, they both are illusions.
Okay.
So this very lifetime, what we think as real, it's an illusion. And in the past life is also an illusion. So they said, we know you as energy. And the second statement they said is, we normally don't speak about past lives. They said, we normally don't speak about past life. But today, we are going to speak about your past life, because that is the foundation of what you are going to do in this life. They said, in your past life, you are born in India and you vacated your body in the West. So you have integrated East and West in your being, in your past life. So in this life, that will be the foundation, and you are going to go all over the world and you are going to radiate the light. So like this, they shared a lot of things. So the reason I want to share these two statements is for you to understand the lifetime of Yogananda is an illusion. The lifetime of Pradeep is also an illusion.
Yes.
Energy. And we all come here for a reason. And we all come here for a mission.
Yeah.
Okay.
സാറ് പറയുന്നത് കേൾക്കുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ പലരും അറിയാറുണ്ട്, എനിക്ക് ധ്യാനം ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് തേർഡ് ഐ വിഷൻസ് ഒന്നും കാണാറില്ല, ആസ്ട്രൽ എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ഒന്നും എനിക്കില്ല എന്ന്. പക്ഷെ ഇപ്പൊ സാറ് പറയുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവും അതൊക്കെ സാറിന് ആവശ്യമില്ല. അതൊക്കെ എല്ലാ അനുഭവങ്ങളും ഒരു മഹാനിധി പോലെ അദ്ദേഹം അനുഭവിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ഈ ഒരു ജന്മം എന്നുള്ളത് ആ പ്രദീപ് ജി എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഈ ശരീരത്തിൽ അവർ ജന്മം എടുക്കാൻ ഒരു റീസൺ ഉണ്ട്, അതിനു വേണ്ടി മാത്രമാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ അവർക്ക് പാസ്റ്റ് ലൈഫിനെ കുറിച്ചോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള എക്സ്ട്രാ ഓർഡിനറി വിഷൻസ്, ട്രാവൽ വിഷൻസ്, അതിനെ കുറിച്ചൊന്നും അവർക്ക് ആവശ്യമില്ല. എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ ഓൾറെഡി കഴിഞ്ഞത് കാരണം എക്സ്പീരിയൻസിന്റെ ആവശ്യമില്ലെന്ന് നമ്മളോട് മനസ്സിലാക്കണം. അതായത് അത്രയും ഹയർ ഡയമെൻഷൻ മാസ്റ്ററിന് പോലും എനിക്ക് തേർഡ് ഐ വിഷൻ ഇല്ല, എനിക്ക് അതൊന്നും ഇല്ല എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ആരും തെറ്റിദ്ധരിക്കരുത്, അത് അവരുടെ സ്റ്റേജ് ആണ്. ఓకే ఓకే సార్, വളരെ വളരെ సంతోషం. പിന്നെ సార్ ఒక డౌట్ సార్, తెలుగులో అడుగుతాను. ఇప్పుడు మీరు గత జన్మలో అంత అద్భుతమైన ఆ ఒక జన్మ తీసుకున్నా కూడా ఈ జన్మలో ఒక 25th ఇయర్ వరకు మీకు ఆ మెమరీ లేదు కదా, మన నార్మల్ హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్ గా మనం బ్రతికాము. సో అయితే ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి ఇది సహజంగా జరుగుతుంది. అంటే కొన్ని మనం గత జన్మలో బ్యాలెన్స్ చేయలేని కార్యకారణాలు బ్యాలెన్స్ చేసినాక కరెక్ట్ టైంలో కనెక్ట్ అవుతోందా? సో వాటి గురించి మీ ఒపీనియన్.
No, you can say in Malayalam also this question, or maybe I'll speak in English. So you were asking about until the age of 25 you're living like a normal person and then suddenly the shift happened.
Yes.
Is it something like you have to clear off your past life karmas? No, it's not like that. I was a walk-in. I was a walk-in when I was when I was 20 years old. I was studying engineering in Chennai. So that time I met with an accident. I was driving a bike and I met with an accident. And so I became unconscious. It was a major accident. And so that was the time the old soul left and the new soul came. So this is called a walk-in process. So my walk-in happened at the age of 20. And after the walk-in happened, slowly my thoughts, my preferences, my attitude towards life, everything, even my personality, my food taste, everything started changing slowly. So at the age of 25, so from 20 to 25, whatever I was doing was the work of the walkout. Even though I was a walk-in, I have to finish the contract of the walkout. The walkout had certain contract, incomplete work. So from the age of 20 to 25, I finished those work. And once I finished the contract of the walkout, then my mission started, which is at the age of 25. So for your question, it's not about karmas. Once you finish the karma, then you come into spirituality. No, it's not like that. In my case, I'm a walk-in. So my mission started with a bang. So the very first day I entered in meditation, I was doing intense meditation. And within 3 years, I started teaching meditation. And so we all continue from where we stop in our past lives. So in my past life, I was already teaching meditation. So I don't want to waste my time taking a mother's womb, going through the childhood and going through all those challenges, tedious. So that's why I've taken an adult body and started teaching meditation. So different scenarios, different people have different scenarios. But I can say that majority of the people who are in the spiritual work this time, I think majority of them are walk-ins. Majority of them are walk-ins. Some people know they are walk-in, some people don't know they are walk-in. That doesn't matter. But what matters is how to identify a walk-in, how to identify whether a person is a walk-in. So there is one unique quality this walk-in has. So this walk-in always thinks about service. He doesn't think about his welfare. He always thinks about others' welfare. That is a unique quality of a walk-in.
മൈൻഡ് ബ്ലോയിങ് സാർ. ഇത് വളരെ വളരെ എല്ലാവർക്കും ഇത് മനസ്സിലായിട്ടുണ്ടാവും എന്ന് ഞാൻ വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. അത്രയും വളരെ സൂക്ഷ്മമായിട്ട് വളരെ സഹജമായിട്ടാണ് സാർ അതിനെ കുറിച്ച് പറഞ്ഞത്. ഓക്കെ സാർ, ഇപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ ഈ ക്രിസ്റ്റലിനെ കുറിച്ചിട്ട് കാണുന്നുണ്ട്. ഈ ക്രിസ്റ്റൽ സാറിന്റെ കയ്യിലേക്ക് വരാനുള്ള ആ ഒരു കാര്യകാരണം എങ്ങനെയാണ് എത്തിയത്? സോ ക്രിസ്റ്റൽ വന്നതിനെ കുറിച്ച് പറയാം, അതിനുശേഷം നമ്മൾ അതിനെ കുറിച്ച് പറയാം.
So because my practice was already in meditation only. I never practiced anything with crystals. I don't know anything about crystals. Okay. All I know is close your eyes, observe the breath. That's what I know. And it was in the year 2014 So it was in the year 2014. There was a lady from America. So she got a message, a channeling message from the Galactic Council, from the Intergalactic Federation. She is a spiritual master. So she was the previous custodian of this crystal. And Archangel Metatron gifted her the crystal. So one day Archangel Metatron...
Sir, Archangel Metatron ആരാണെന്നൊന്നും കൂടി ഒന്ന് മെൻഷൻ ചെയ്യോ? Archangel Metatron.
We see there are many worlds, like this is a physical world. Similarly, we have angelic worlds. Like, so in the angelic worlds, archangels are nothing but they are the interface between the angelic worlds and the rest of the worlds. Like it's like an interface, you know. There are many angels, but there are only few angels who come and communicate to the earth and other dimensions. So they are called archangels. Okay. So archangels are the representatives of the angelic worlds. So we have different archangels for different purposes. Like some archangels are for healing, some archangels are for for guidance, and some archangels are for sacred geometry, some archangels for protection, some archangels for positivity. So they're different archangels. And so she got the crystal from Archangel Metatron. So one day in her dreams, Archangel Metatron came and said, "We are gifting you a crystal." So next day, somebody knocked the door and gave the crystal to her and left. Okay. So that's how she received the crystal. Yes. And she was having that crystal for a few years. And then she got a message from the Intergalactic Federation. Intergalactic Federation is like a commune. It's like a society of it's a community of different star systems and within the galaxy or other galaxies. Like we have United Nations, like we have United Nations on the planet Earth. So the Galactic Council is a council for the whole of the Milky Way galaxy. Like that, we have Andromeda galaxy, we have Nebula galaxy, we have many infinite galaxies. So the council between two galaxies is Intergalactic Federation. So we have Galactic Council and we have Intergalactic Federation. So she got a message from the Intergalactic Federation, which is a higher council, that there is a person in Australia, his name is Pradeep, and you need to give that crystal to him, and he will be the new custodian of the crystal. So she contacted me, and she asked me to come to India, because she is supposed to come to India to give the crystal to me in a ceremony, because that's the message she got. So according to her guidance, she came to India, and I also went to India. And in 2014, on October 2nd, along with Patriji, the ceremony happened, and they gifted me the crystal. And that was the first time I happened to work with the crystal. So in that ceremony, after I received the crystal, I spoke. After I received the crystal, I spoke. And that's the first time I experienced my higher self coming through me and speaking. Wow. So that is the first time I experienced the flow experience. I won't call it as a channeling. It is my own higher self speaking through me, and I'm aware of that. I call it as a flow experience. So it's not from my mind, it's coming from the beyond. So, but I'm fully aware of it. So that's the first time I experienced the flow experience after I received the crystal. And I asked Patriji, what do I do with this crystal? Because it's such a big crystal, it's not even a small crystal. So he said, this crystal is not a normal crystal. It has come to you for a reason. And the crystal is going to take you around the world, and you're going to teach meditation. And your astral masters and your spirit guides are going to monitor you, assist you on your mission through this crystal. So I was like, in those days, I don't believe blindly. Even now, I don't believe anything blindly. So I was like, okay, let us see. Whatever happens, happens. I was not excited. I would say, okay, let me wait and watch. It happened in 2014, right? So now we are in 2021. So it's more than 5.5 years. And when I look back, I can say it is because of this crystal, I have traveled more than 30 countries, and I've traveled 6 continents, and I met thousands and thousands of people. So it is the crystal which has taken me all over the world. You see, many people, many Westerners or Easterners, they are like healers, therapists, and even spiritual teachers. They all know about this crystal. So they want to meet this crystal. They want to feel the energy of this crystal. So they invite me because of the crystal. And when I go there, I teach them meditation, I teach them vegetarianism, I teach them spiritual science, and I speak about pyramids. So people around the world, they are interested in 2 things. People around the world, they are interested in only 2 things. 1, energy, and number 2, friendship.
Yes.
So the crystal gives energy, and my job is to give friendship. So that's how me and myself and the crystal, we both are working together.
Oh, wonderful, sir. കേൾക്കുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ അത് ഉള്ളില് എവിടേക്കോ കണക്ട് ആവുന്നു സർ. എവിടേക്കോ ഭയങ്കരമായിട്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ എന്തൊക്കെയോ ഓർമ്മപ്പെടുത്തുന്നത് പോലെ തോന്നുന്നു സർ. വളരെ വളരെ ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റിംഗ് സർ. പിന്നെ ഈ ക്രിസ്റ്റൽ സാറിന്റെ കയ്യിലേക്ക് വന്നതിന് ശേഷം സാറിൽ വന്ന അപാരമായിട്ടുള്ള മാറ്റങ്ങൾ, ഫിസിക്കലി, സ്പിരിച്വലി?
Experience, there's more of experience, like traveling around the world, meeting people. That experience ever since the crystal came. And if you ask me personally what changes I have gone through, physically I have not gone through any changes, but there was a more responsibility. There was more responsibility that every gift comes with a responsibility, you see.
Yes.
Every gift comes with a responsibility. So for me, it's more of a responsibility to live up to the expectations. So every time I see the crystal, it's a reminder: hey, you better behave yourself. You better make sure that you are like a crystal. The crystal is a symbol of enlightenment. Can you hear me?
Yeah, ఇప్పుడు ఓకే సార్. జస్ట్ చిన్నగా జస్ట్ కట్ అయింది అంతే. ఓకే సార్.
So crystal is a symbol of enlightenment. You see, whenever I see the crystal, it reminds me that I have to be like crystal all the time. How transparent the crystal is, how beautiful the crystal is, how multidimensional the crystal is. It's like pure transparency. There is purity, there is authenticity. So the crystal reminds me of that we are all crystals inside. So we have to activate our inner crystal. So the crystal is more of reminding the true potential of who we are.
ఓకే, అంటే మనం అందరూ క్రిస్టల్ క్లియర్ గా ఎలా ఉండాలి అనేది కూడా ఒక సింబాలిక్ గా మనం ఇందులో నుంచి తీసుకోవచ్చు.
Yes, so that's why they say the clarity is crystal clear clarity. So you need to have absolute clarity in your life. The first is clarity. If you don't have clarity, then you cannot execute, right? You cannot move forward in life. Your actions, you see, before your actions comes your words. Before your words comes your thoughts. So first is the thoughts, then is the words, then is the actions. So there should be crystal clear clarity in your thoughts. There should be crystal clear clarity in your words, and there should be crystal clear clarity in your actions. So when you have this crystal clear clarity in your thoughts, words, and actions, then there is celebration.
സൂപ്പർ സാർ. പാസ്റ്റ് ലൈഫില് സാറിന് ഇപ്പോൾ യോഗാനന്ദ പരമഹംസ അതിൽ ഈ മാരീഡ് ലൈഫ് ഒന്നും ഇല്ലല്ലോ. അപ്പൊ ഈ ലൈഫില്, ഈ ഫിസിക്കൽ ലൈഫില് മാരേജ്, അതെ മാരീഡ് ലൈഫ് അങ്ങനെ എന്തെങ്കിലും?
So in that lifetime, that was more of a yogi lifetime, right? So in a yogi lifetime, you don't go through family. So this lifetime, I have to balance it. So I'm in a normal family life. Yes, I have my wife. She's a Singaporean. She's born and brought up in Singapore. And I met her in Pyramid Valley in the year 2013. So 1 year before the crystal came, I met my wife. So yeah, I'm living a very middle path, very normal life. So the symbol of enlightenment is you are simple. The more simple you are, the more normal you are, the more enlightened you are.
Yes. സൂപ്പർ സർ. പിന്നെ ഈ ഒരു അതെ ഈ മെഡിറ്റേഷൻ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഈ ക്രിസ്റ്റൽ മെഡിറ്റേഷൻ ഒരുപാട് ഇവിടെ ലക്ഷക്കണക്കിന് പേരായിട്ട് സാർ ഇത് ചെയ്യിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടാവും. അപ്പൊ അവരുടെയൊക്കെ ആ ഒരു എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ഏത് ലെവലിലായിരുന്നു സർ?
Okay, so why people get attracted to the crystal and what is the significance of this crystal meditation is, you see, the crystal radiates a lot of energy and a lot of codes, you can say codes from the other dimension. So when people meditate with this crystal, they quickly go into a meditative state. They go, see, normally when you sit in meditation, for example, it takes 10 minutes, 15 minutes for them to experience that no thought state. But with the crystal meditation, they experience it very quickly, like in 10 seconds, 20 seconds, they go into a deep meditative state. So that's number one. And number two, people get their answers during in this crystal meditation process. Like you can use this crystal as a communication tool. Like you can put an intent that, okay, I need to get some answers. So you put an intent and sit in front of this crystal and you definitely get answers. The answers are from within you, like it's an intuition. So the answers also becomes very sharp and clear. So many people, they get the answers for whatever they were looking for many, many years in their life, and there is no clarity. So with this crystal meditation, suddenly they get clarity.
Oh, wonderful.
So I would say the crystal meditation helps the people to go deep into meditation, and also it gives them clarity and answers very quickly. So these are the common experiences I hear from the people.
Okay.
And also the other common experience I hear from the people is during this crystal meditation, they do time travel. So time travel and space travel. So what does the time travel and space travel means is they are not aware of the time, they're not aware of the space. They go into another dimension. So the entire meditation, they were in another dimension. And when the meditation finished, they can't remember anything. But all they know is they were not in this dimension. They went into another dimension. So this is some of the common experiences I hear.
ഓക്കെ സർ, എവിടെ പോകുമ്പോഴും ഈ ഒരു ക്രിസ്റ്റലിനെ ക്യാരി ചെയ്യാറുണ്ടോ സർ?
Sorry, how do I carry?
ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళినా మీరు అది క్యారీ చేస్తూ ఉంటారా?
Yes.
ఇది ఎంత వెయిట్ ఉంటుంది సార్? ఎത്ര వెయిట్ ఉంటుంది ഇതിന്?
Approximately 4 to 5 kilos.
ഓക്കെ, യെസ്. ഇത് ക്യാരി ചെയ്യാന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ അതിനെ കാത്തു സൂക്ഷിക്കുക എന്നുള്ള ഒരു നിരന്തര അവയർനെസ് അല്ലേ? അത് നിരന്തര ഒരു ബാധ്യത എപ്പോഴും അതിനെ.
Of itself, the crystal takes care of itself. All I do is I make sure I pack it nicely. When I'm putting in a suitcase, I make sure I'm giving a proper cushion. But the customs, all the foreign airports and everything, arrivals, the homeland security, everything the crystal takes care. So I've been to Egypt, I've been to America, I've been to Muslim countries, Arab countries. So the crystal takes care of itself. So I don't need to bother about looking of the crystal. I make sure physically it is safe. But the mission, the crystal has its own mission. The crystal takes care of itself.
വണ്ടർഫുൾ നോളജ് സർ. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പൊ ഇന്ന് നമുക്ക് എങ്ങനെയുള്ള മെഡിറ്റേഷൻ ആണ്? ഇനി എന്തെങ്കിലും മെസ്സേജസ് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ഈ കേരളേറ്റ്സിന്? സർ, ഇത് ഒരു എന്താ പറയാ, ഒരുപാട് നോൺ വെജിറ്റേറിയൻ തിന്നുന്ന ഒരു രാഷ്ട്രമാണ്. ആധ്യാത്മികത ഉണ്ട്, ഗോഡ്സ് ഓൺ കൺട്രി ആണ്. പക്ഷെ ആധ്യാത്മിക എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് അത്രയ്ക്ക് ഭക്തി മാർഗത്തിലൊക്കെ എല്ലാവരും സൂപ്പറാണ്. പക്ഷെ സ്വസ്വരൂപ ആരാധന എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ അത് കുറച്ച് അത്രയൊക്കെ അങ്ങോട്ട് ആയിട്ടില്ല. സോ കേരളേറ്റ്സിന് പറയാനുള്ള മെസ്സേജസ് എന്താണ്? അതിനുശേഷം നമുക്ക് ക്രിസ്റ്റൽ മെഡിറ്റേഷൻ ചെയ്യാം.
You see, Kerala is called God's own country, but because of God's own country, they're seeing God outside of them, and that's why there is so much of violence. So the day they start seeing the God inside of them, then they will stop killing this meat and animals. And Kerala is a beautiful country. It's a fusion. You know, the Arabs came. The world's first mosque was built in Kerala. Do you know that the first mosque on the planet Earth was built in Kerala? And a lot of the Portuguese came to Kerala, and Christians came, Jewish people came. So there's a lot of cultural fusion, and it's a beautiful country outside. but the transformation has to come from within. So when the transformation comes from within, then Kerala becomes a peaceful country, a compassionate land, and a loving land. So yes, definitely, I have done crystal meditation in Kerala also. I visited Cochin a few times and visited Trivandrum. So we did few crystal meditations in Kerala. So if you want, we can do now.
Sir,
Sir,
We can do.
one doubt, sir. Can I
Yeah.
use this for my meditation, sir?
Who is that asking?
Shashikala ma'am.
Shashikala.
So what is that?
That is the crystal I have.
Yes, you can use any crystal. You can use any crystal for meditation.
What's the purpose of this one, sir?
Yeah, just you see, the very nature of the crystal is the crystal amplifies the cosmic energy. So when you use it's like pyramids, pyramids amplify cosmic energy. So similarly, if you use crystals, it amplifies the cosmic energy. So there are many different varieties of crystals for different purpose, but I would say the best crystal for meditation is a pure quartz. Like I think what you have is also a pure quartz. So you can wear the crystal, or you can wear it like a wristband, or you can keep it in your hand if it is a small crystal, or if it's a big crystal, you can keep in front of you and meditate. So if you want to get the best benefit out of the crystal, that happens only in meditation. So you can meditate in the presence of a crystal, you get more cosmic energy.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Right. So you have finished with your questions? If you have finished.
Yes, sir. ഇനി ആർക്കെങ്കിലും വല്ല ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനും സാറിനോട് ചോദിക്കണമെന്നുണ്ടോ, അറിയണമെന്നുണ്ടോ? മൈ ഡിയർ ഫ്രണ്ട്സ്, ആർക്കെങ്കിലും എന്തെങ്കിലും ഇപ്പൊ അറിഞ്ഞതിനെ കുറിച്ച് ഇനി എന്തെങ്കിലും അറിയാണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് ചോദിക്കാം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് ധ്യാനത്തിലേക്ക് പോകാം.
சார், நீங்க இந்த கிறிஸ்டலை எடுத்துன்னு போகும்போது அந்த செக்கிங்ல அவங்க என்னன்னு கேட்பாங்களா?
அதெல்லாம் எதுவும் கேட்க மாட்டாங்க. நான் அதான் உங்களுக்கு சொன்னேன், கிறிஸ்டல் டேக்ஸ் கேர் ஆஃப் இட்செல்ஃப்.
ஓகே. இப்ப என்னோட டவுட் என்னன்னா, இப்ப நம்ம எங்கேயாவது போறோம், இப்ப லண்டனுக்கே நாங்க போறோம் வச்சுக்கோங்க, இந்த பிரமிடு இதெல்லாம் எடுத்துன்னு போனா அவங்க ஒன்னும் கொஸ்டின் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க இல்லையா? அதுக்குதான் கேட்கிறேன்.
எடுத்துட்டு போனீங்கன்னாக்கா கேட்பாங்க. பட் இந்த கிறிஸ்டல் பத்தி ஜெனரலா ஒரு சில நேரத்துல வந்து அவங்க கேட்டிருக்காங்க, என்னது இதுன்னு கேட்டிருக்காங்க, காமிக்க சொல்லுவாங்க. சோ நான் எடுத்து ஒரு வாட்டி காட்டுவேன். அவங்க அதை காமிச்ச உடனே அவங்க மைண்ட் பிளாங்க் ஆயிடும். ஓகே, குட் டு கோ அப்படின்னுவாங்க.
ஓகே,
ഓക്കെ. സോ ദ ക്രിസ്റ്റൽ ടേക്സ് കെയർ ഓഫ് ഇറ്റ്സെൽഫ്.
ഓക്കെ.
യെസ്, അതായത് ആ ക്രിസ്റ്റൽ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് സാറിന്റെ അടുത്തേക്ക് എവിടെ നിന്നാണ് വന്നിട്ടുള്ളത്, അതിനൊരു പർപ്പസ് ഉണ്ട്. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ നമുക്ക് ഒരിക്കലും സാർ അതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് യാതൊരുവിധ തരത്തിലും ബോധറല്ല. എന്താ വെച്ചാൽ അതിന്റെ എല്ലാ കെയറും അതൊക്കെ ക്രിസ്റ്റൽ തന്നെ സ്വയം നോക്കുമെന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ അതൊന്നും ഈ ലോകത്തിന് സംബന്ധിച്ചതേ അല്ല എന്ന് മനസ്സിലാവുന്നു. താങ്ക് യു സോ മച്ച് സർ. ഒരുപാട്
and also I want to emphasize that I am not attached to the crystal.
അതുകൊണ്ടായിരിക്കും സാറിനെ തന്നെ തിരഞ്ഞെടുത്തത് ചിലപ്പോ. എന്താ വെച്ചാൽ അറ്റാച്ച് ആയി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അതിന് ഒരുപാട് ആ പണികളെല്ലാം അവിടെ സ്റ്റോപ്പ് ആയി പോകും. അതായത് ആ ഒരു റിയൽ മിഡിൽ പാത്ത് എന്താന്നുള്ളത്, ആ ഒരു ആത്മസ്ഥിതി സാറിന് അൾട്ടിമേറ്റ് ഉള്ളത് കാരണമാണ് സാറിനെ ഗലാക്ടിക് കൗൺസിലൊക്കെ ഈ ഒരു അൾട്ടിമേറ്റ് ബാധ്യതയെ സാറിനെ വിശ്വസിച്ചേൽപ്പിച്ചത്.
So if you think too much about the crystal, then you cannot do your work. So I'm not attached to the crystal. I never asked for the crystal. The crystal came on its own. So when it is the right time, the crystal will go on its own. I'm not attached. My concern is me. My enlightenment is my concern. So I'm not attached to anybody outside of me. Like I'm not attached to the things and beings. See, the crystal is a divine being. I have a good friendship with the crystal, but I'm not attached to the crystal.
சார், நீங்க டிராவல் பண்ணும்போது இத சூட்கேஸ்ல வச்சு எடுத்துட்டு போனீங்க, வீட்டுக்கு வந்த பிறகு அதை எப்படி நீங்க இது வைப்பீங்க? எந்த இடத்துல வைப்பீங்க?
I use the crystal only for meditation, and that too for group meditation. I won't use the crystal at any cost for any reason. So the crystal will be packed inside, and whenever I'm doing meditation, that's the only time I take the crystal out.
മൈ ഡിയർ മാസ്റ്റേഴ്സ്, നമ്മൾ എത്ര ഫസ്റ്റ് മുതൽ നമ്മൾ മനസ്സിലാക്കേണ്ട ഒരു കാര്യമുണ്ട്. സാർ എന്ത് പറയുമ്പോഴും അത് എത്ര ന്യൂട്രൽ ആയിട്ടാണ്, അത് എത്ര എന്താ പറയുക, ഒന്നിനും അറ്റാച്ച് ആവണില്ലെന്ന് സാറ് പറയല്ല. അതിൽ ഓരോ വാക്കിലും ആ ഒരു ആചരണാത്മകമായിട്ടുള്ള സത്യത്തെ നമുക്ക് ദർശിക്കാൻ കഴിയും. ഫസ്റ്റ് മുതൽ ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചു നോക്കിയാൽ ഒന്നിനും, അതായത് ഒരു വാക്ക് പറയുമ്പോൾ പോലും അതിൽ കൂടുതലായിട്ട് ഏതോ അതിന് ഒരു ആകർഷിക്കുന്ന വിധത്തിലോ മറ്റുള്ളവരെ വിശ്വസിപ്പിക്കുന്ന വിധത്തിലോ ഒന്നുമില്ല. വെരി ന്യൂട്രൽ. ഞാനൊരു ഡിവൈൻ ഇൻസ്ട്രുമെന്റ്, എന്ത് നടക്കണോ അത് നടക്കുന്നു. എത്ര നല്ല ഒരു ഇതാണ് റിയൽ സ്പിരിച്വാലിറ്റി, ഇതാണ് അൾട്ടിമേറ്റ് സ്പിരിച്വാലിറ്റി. അതിൽ നമുക്ക് ഒരുപാട് മനസ്സിലാക്കാൻ സാധിച്ചു. യെസ് മാ, ശശികല മാം.
So this crystal have only 1 or 2 inclusions inside when I got it before 15 years. Now inside this...
Madam, I'm not able to understand your question. Can you be a little bit louder, please?
I got this this crystal 15 years back. At that time, inside that there are only 1 or 2 inclusions there inside. Some designs are there, but now after 15 years, it is completely filled with that kind of designs automatically. Is any purpose or any what is the
don't think about it too much. Use the crystal for meditation, that's all.
Okay sir, thank you.
Okay, next question. Somebody raised their hand.
Yes sir, Geeta Girish from Visakhapatnam. That was a wonderful session, sir. I was getting goosebumps to hear all the way you have journeyed, the spirits talking to you and all that. Really wonderful, sir. Wonderful to hear that. So I came into meditation since 2 years back. My daughter's health was the issue, so I was worrying for that, and after that I came into meditation. Still I am searching for the purpose of my life. So they are trying to gather all knowledge wherever I can get some knowledge. So really nice to know about you, sir. This crystal also, I think I should start doing this crystal meditation also. Really nice to know, sir. Thank you so much for the knowledge.
Okay, right. Thanks for sharing. See, anybody's purpose of life is to be happy.
Yeah, that is right, sir. Yeah.
Okay, so the only purpose of life for anybody is to be happy. So what makes you happy, you do that. That's your purpose of life.
Sure, sir.
എത്ര സിമ്പിൾ ആയിട്ട്, എത്ര സരളമായിട്ടാണ് അദ്ദേഹം അത് പറഞ്ഞത്. നമ്മുടെ പർപ്പസ് ലൈഫ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താണ്, അതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് എന്ത് ചെയ്യാണെച്ചാലും അത് നമ്മളുടെ ഹാപ്പിക്ക് വേണ്ടി എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നു, അതാണ്.
Actually, I'm just waiting, sir. Maybe I should get some message. No, that happiness after I came into meditation, I am really feeling very happy, sir. So there is no sadness, and I don't worry about my daughter's health anymore. So I understood the reason why she's suffering and all that. But now I don't know what I should do after coming into this. So I'm just waiting for my message, sir. I think I should be.
Nobody will give you a message. Nobody will give you a message.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
Voice. That is the inner voice.
No messages will come. No inner voice will come. And no guru will say. That's why I said. Yes. It comes with trial and error. You see, any work which gives you joy is your purpose of life. It comes with a trial and error. Do this work, it gives you joy, continue. Don't do another job. So you have to do with this trial and error. Only with trial and error you discover your purpose of life. See, the happiness is on different levels. Happiness on the body level, mind level, intellectual level, and happiness on the soul level. So what gives you happiness on the soul level, that is your purpose of life. Any work which gives you happiness on the soul level is your purpose of life.
Yeah, I find happiness in working here, some spiritual work, and doing some sort of work here and there. So that I'm really happy with that, sir. That happiness is there. I have found that.
Great.
Yeah,
okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
സർ, ഇപ്പോഴാണ് മനസ്സിലായത്. മനസ്സിലായി, അതായത് ബ്യൂട്ടി പാർലർ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു, അതൊക്കെ സ്റ്റോപ്പ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ എങ്ങനെയാ ലൈഫ് മുന്നോട്ട് പോകാന്ന് വെച്ചു. പക്ഷെ അതിലൊന്നും സന്തോഷമില്ല. പക്ഷെ ഈ ഒരു സ്പിരിച്വൽ വർക്കിൽ നമ്മൾ ഈ VMC സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തതിന് ശേഷം, VMC തെലുഗു സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തു, ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരുപാട് മാസ്റ്റേഴ്സിനെ കൊടുക്കുന്നു, ഡെയിലി മെഡിറ്റേഷൻ പത്രിജീന്റെ ഒക്കെ ട്രാൻസ്ലേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുക. അപ്പോഴാണ് ഞാൻ ഹാപ്പി ആയിട്ടുള്ളത്. വേറെ ഒന്നിനെ കുറിച്ചും ചിന്തിക്കാൻ, അപ്പോഴൊക്കെ എനിക്ക് കുറച്ച് സഫറിങ്സ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. പക്ഷെ ഇത് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് നോ സഫറിങ് സർ. ഭയങ്കര ഹാപ്പിയാണ് ഞാൻ. ഇതാണ് എൻ്റെ ലൈഫ് ലൈഫ് എന്നുള്ളത് എനിക്ക് മനസ്സിലായി. ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു സോ മച്ച് സർ. ഇനിയും ക്ലാരിറ്റി വന്നതിൽ. ഓക്കെ, എന്നാൽ നമുക്ക് മെഡിറ്റേഷൻ പോവാം അല്ലേ മൈ ഡിയർ മാസ്റ്റേഴ്സ്? ഓക്കെ, ഗീത പറയൂ.
We can start now.
യെസ്. അതെ, ഗീതയുടെ റേസ് ഹാൻഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്, അത് ഡൗൺ ചെയ്തോളൂ കേട്ടോ മോളൂ. ഓക്കെ, യെസ് സർ. എന്നാൽ നമുക്ക് മെഡിറ്റേഷൻ ചെയ്യാം സർ.
Okay, fine. So now how we do the crystal meditation is very simple. Normally if it is a physical space, then we keep the crystal in the front and people sit around in a circle. But now we are connected virtually in the Zoom. So I'm going to share my screen, and in the screen you will see the picture of the crystal which was gifted to me. So you will gaze into the crystal for 30 seconds or 1 minute. Gaze as deeply as possible, blinking. Crystal எவ்வளவு உத்து பார்க்க முடியுமோ அவ்வளவு உத்து பாருங்க. So without blinking your eyes, and I think the internet connection is little unstable.
Yeah.
Are you able to hear my voice? Without blinking your eyes, with completely empty mind and open heart. No blinking of the eyes, empty mind, open heart. You gaze into the crystal for 60 seconds. Then you connect to the energies of the crystal. After that, you gently close your eyes and forget about everything, and then just be with your own breath. So that's the meditation. So we'll do this meditation for 20 minutes.
Yeah. സാർ ഇവിടെ പറഞ്ഞ കാര്യം എന്താണെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ, സാർ ഇപ്പൊ സാറിന്റെ ഒരു ക്രിസ്റ്റലിന്റെ ഇത് നമുക്ക് ഷെയർ ചെയ്യും. അപ്പൊ നമ്മളൊരു 60 സെക്കൻഡ് കണ്ണുകൾ അടയ്ക്കാതെ, അതായത് കണ്ണുകളൊന്നിങ്ങനെ വെട്ടുപോലും ചെയ്യാതെ നമ്മൾ തീക്ഷ്ണമായിട്ട് അതിലേക്ക് തന്നെ, അതായത് നമ്മൾ ഒരു ആലോചന ഇല്ലാതെ നമ്മൾ തുറന്ന ഹൃദയത്തോട് കൂടിയിട്ട് നമുക്ക് നോക്കാൻ കഴിയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ പെട്ടെന്ന് തന്നെ നമുക്ക് ആ ഒരു ക്രിസ്റ്റലിന്റെ എനർജീനെ നമുക്ക് ഫീൽ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. ഓക്കെ, അത് 1 മിനിറ്റ് കഴിഞ്ഞ് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്ക് വളരെ ഗ്രാജുവലി നമുക്ക് കണ്ണുകൾ അടച്ചിട്ട് പിന്നെ നമുക്ക് ആ ഒരു ധ്യാനം ചെയ്യാം. ഓക്കെ, അതുവരെ തീക്ഷ്ണമായിട്ട് ഒന്നും ആലോചിക്കാതെ തുറന്ന ഹൃദയത്തോട് കൂടിയിട്ട് ആ ഒരു ക്രിസ്റ്റലിനെ തന്നെ നോക്കണം. കണ്ണുകൾ അടയ്ക്കരുത്, ചിമ്മരുത്. ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു.
Okay, so let me share my screen, and also I'll be guiding you for 1 or 2 minutes. So this is the picture of the crystal. Okay, so it has 2 pointed edges, and this is the crystal which has given to me. You can see in different dimensions. It has 144 facets. Okay, so now let us gaze into the crystal as deeply as possible. Just connect to the energies of the crystal without blinking your eyes. For 60 seconds, 30 to 60 seconds. And after that, you gently close your eyes and start observing your breath. Gently close your eyes. Sit as comfortably as possible. And just observe your natural breath. Become one with your breath. Surrender to your own breath, my dear friends. Become a pure witness of your natural, peaceful, relaxed, natural breath. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just remain a witness. Remain a witness to your own breath. Let your 100% awareness be only on your natural breath. Please do not open your eyes till the end of meditation, my dear friends. Final 10 seconds. Gently place your hands on your eyes. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You may slowly open your eyes whenever you are ready. So friends, we have done around 50 minutes meditation. And I hope you enjoyed this meditation. Drink plenty of water. It's a good practice to drink plenty of water immediately after meditation. Okay. So on this note, I think we conclude. Thank you very much for all the viewers of VMC Malayalam.
താങ്ക് യു സോ മച്ച്. വളരെ നല്ലൊരു എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ആയിരുന്നു. അതിങ്ങനെ കണ്ണിലൊരു തരം ഭാരം ഇങ്ങനെ അനുഭവപ്പെട്ടു. അപ്പം തന്നെ കണ്ണിങ്ങനെ അടയ്ക്കുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ പിന്നെ അതങ്ങോട്ട് ആ സ്പോട്ടിൽ തന്നെ കണക്ട് ആയത്. ഇപ്പൊ സാറ് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് നീപ്പിച്ചില്ലെങ്കിൽ പോലും അത് ചിലപ്പോൾ കുറേ നേരം കണ്ടിന്യൂ ആവുമായിരുന്നു. സർ വളരെ നല്ലൊരു അനുഭവമായിരുന്നു സർ. വളരെ വണ്ടർഫുൾ എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ്. ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു സോ മച്ച് സർ. വീണ്ടും ഇനി മല്ല എപ്പിടി സർ?
Thank you.
Malla?
We will catch up some other time.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you all of you.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Yes,
Namaste.
Bye-bye. Yeah. My dear masters, ഈ ഒരു ഇത് നമ്മളെ യൂട്യൂബിൽ എപ്പോഴും ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കും. സോ എല്ലാവരും അത് കണ്ടിട്ട് ഈ ഒരു മ്യൂസിക് കേട്ടിട്ട് ധ്യാനം ചെയ്യാൻ മറക്കരുത്, മടിക്കരുത്. ഇത് എന്താ വെച്ചാൽ ഇങ്ങനത്തെ നോളജ് ഈ ഭൂമിയിൽ ഉണ്ട്. എല്ലാം നമ്മൾക്ക് സഹായമാണ്. അതായത് ഇപ്പോഴും നമ്മൾ ജസ്റ്റ് ആ ക്രിസ്റ്റൽ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് അത് ഈ ഡയമെൻഷനെ സംബന്ധിച്ചല്ല, ഈ ഭൂമിക്ക് സംബന്ധിച്ചതേ അല്ല. സോ അതിനെ നമുക്ക് ഹയർ ഡയമെൻഷൻ ക്രിസ്റ്റലിന്റെ സഹായത്തോടു കൂടി ഒരു ജസ്റ്റ് 1 മിനിറ്റ് നമ്മൾ കണ്ണ് തുറന്ന് നോക്കിയിട്ടുള്ളൂ. അതിനുശേഷം എനർജിയും കൊണ്ട് നമ്മളുടെ ശ്വാസത്തിലേക്ക് ശ്രദ്ധ കേന്ദ്രീകരിച്ച് നമ്മൾ ആ മനോശൂന്യ സ്ഥിതിക്ക് നമ്മൾ ചേരുകയാണ് ചെയ്തത്. സോ അപ്പോൾ അതാണ് പറയണത്, മാർഗം ജസ്റ്റ് ഒന്ന് ഇതായിട്ട് തോന്നിയാലും ലക്ഷ്യം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ആ ഒരു മനോശൂന്യ സ്ഥിതിയാണ്, ജന്മരാഹിത്യമാണ്. ആ ദൈവവുമായിട്ട് നമ്മൾ അനുഭവിച്ചറിയുക തന്നെയാണ്. സോ എല്ലാവരും ഡെയിലി മെഡിറ്റേഷൻ ചെയ്യാം. ഈ ഒരു അനുഭവങ്ങൾ നമ്മൾ ഗ്രൂപ്പിൽ ഷെയർ ചെയ്യുന്നതായിരിക്കും കറക്റ്റ്. ഓക്കെ, ഈ ചാനൽ പുതിയതായിട്ട് നോക്കുന്നവർ ഇത് സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യാൻ മറക്കരുത്. ഇങ്ങനെ വണ്ടർഫുൾ ഡിഫറെന്റ് ടൈപ്പ് ഓഫ് സ്പിരിച്വൽ നോളജുമായിട്ട് വീണ്ടും 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 നിങ്ങളുടെ മുന്നിലേക്ക് ഡെയിലി എത്തുന്നതായിരിക്കും. ഓക്കെ, ഡോണ്ട് മിസ് ഇറ്റ്. ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു മൈ ഡിയർ മാസ്റ്റേഴ്സ്. എല്ലാവരും ഗ്രൂപ്പിൽ ഷെയർ ചെയ്യുക. താങ്ക് യു. ഇന്ന് രാത്രി വേറൊരു താങ്ക് യു ഗീത. താങ്ക് യു. വണ്ടർഫുൾ എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് അല്ല അതെന്തായാലും എല്ലാവരും എന്താ ഗ്രൂപ്പിൽ ഷെയർ ചെയ്യണം. എന്താ വെച്ചാൽ ഇതൊക്കെ ഇത്രയും അത്ഭുതമായിട്ടുള്ള ഈ ഒരു എനർജി റിസീവിങ് എന്നുള്ളത് നമ്മൾ പറയണം മറ്റുള്ളവർക്ക് വേണ്ടി. ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു. അപ്പൊ ഇന്ന് രാത്രി വേറെ നല്ലൊരു സൂപ്പർ മെഡിറ്റേഷനുമായിട്ട് നമുക്ക് കാണാം രാത്രി. അതുവരെ ബൈ ബൈ. ബൈ.